Hello everybody, welcome back to the Wings of Dawn. As you can see, I'm a Vulcan. And this guy right here is an Icy Crown. He might be one of the devs, actually. He or she, I can't really tell. I think it's a he. Anyway, so today we're going to be walking around and I'm going to clarify some stuff from the Q&A stuff video that I had earlier. If I sound a little different, I'm sorry. There's a lot of pollen in the air right now, and it's making my nose and throat hurt a little. So, Q&A stuff. Apparently, I was wrong about the building system. Apparently, it's supposed to be like Rust, not the Force. There is no pre-built structures, so you build your own bases. That being said, I think they're gonna limit it to like specific things. And what was it? And there's going to be actually a server cap. So let me explain that. So apparently dragons, you can't have a server full of dragons for officials anyway. There's probably only going to be around like 30 dragons and 70 humans. So if you want to play on official servers, you will have to be a specific, what's the word here? A specific playable. So, the dragons, they also have group limits, apparently. So you can't have giant packs of the same dragon. You have to have like a... You have to have a limit for it. I don't remember this part. This might be new. They did do an update that I downloaded today, actually. They were working on map stuff, so I wonder if they've added the swamps I've seen Noah stream. It does look like there have been additions. So this looks new to me, or if it isn't, then I haven't seen it before. There's also a little land bridge over there, you see it. It also looks like there's more seed stacks over here. So we're gonna go check that out real quick. I'm playing as the Vulcan. I'm the standard skin, I believe. I quite like the Vulcan. The Isocrown's really fun to explore around as, but the Vulcan is like, it itches my brain for that specific classic dragon look, and I really enjoy that. There is another dragon dragon game named Draconia. I really hope that one updates soon with the Wyvern. I'm probably going to record that once it updates and try to make a King Ghidorah looking guy. I know some people say King Ghidorah. Doesn't make much sense to me because it's supposed to be Hydra in Japanese. So Ghidorah sounds a little closer. Ghidra, maybe? I'd just say King Ghidorah. As you can tell, a little better optimization, honestly. So there is a little bit of issue over these deep parts of water, but that's fine. They're gonna have that fixed right on up. So we also got a little more information. So there's going to be specific group limits. The nomads, they only get like one large dragon. So something like a Vulcan or an Icy Crown, you're probably only going to get one of those with the nomad faction. And I believe the small dragons are around 6 to 5 people. 5 to 6, sorry. Wow, these map updates look great. I really like it. It feels natural. This almost looks like there was like a comet or something that just went on through here. Or maybe like an ancient riverbed or something. Kind of dig it. They did also add the mushrooms and stuff to the map that I showed off in that one video. The Discord video of it. It also looks like they updated the sea stacks a little bit to add a little more life to them. Looks very good. Let me see the official thing for the Sorry, I'm trying to find the Q&A thingy. Which, by the way, in the Discord, if you join the Discord, you can ask any questions you want. They do answer a lot of questions, so you may have to check officially if sorry, I was yawning. You will have to check officially if they already answered your question. So just search through the Discord before you really ask anything. Okay, let me see here. Okay. Okay. Oh, we also got some information. Apparently, if you're a little hatchling or a human or a little animal, you have a little animal in your jaws, they are able to try and wiggle out of your grip. So maybe you have a little rascal of a hatchling, it'll try to wiggle out of your grip. Or if you have a struggling prey item, it may wiggle out of your grip too. Um, Apparently, so humans will have a 70-30 split for official servers. So that means even if you want to be a dragon, sometimes you aren't able to. But that's okay because there will be custom servers that will be able to tweak that. Um, there is going to be an Indiegogo and a Kickstarter as well for the game if you want to support one of those. The Indiegogo will be first, and the Kickstarter page will be second. The building system. I was told it was meant to be more Rust like, so you can just place down encampments and stuff, but you have to be careful because the dragons can kind of just mess them up whenever. Um okay. Oh, here we go. So the thumb rule about dragon impact hurt limit from chat, by the way, will be the size of the creature. In the wilderness, this will be the following. So the wild dragons, not the nomads. Small dragons will be up to 15 members. Medium dragons can be up to 10 members, and large dragons can be up to 6 members. However, that is only same species for official servers. So if you want to play on officials and you want to beat buddy up with an icy crown as a Vulcan, you're not able to do that. No mixed packing. For the nomads, dragons and humans that team up together, there will be 10 dragons for smalls. There will be 6 dragons for mediums, and there will only be 1 large nomad dragon. So instead of having like 6 Vulcans like out in the wild, you're gonna have 1. Of course, like I said, this is for official servers. For community servers, anything goes. It says here there is a human group limit that's slightly different because there will be a kingdom system in place. Sorry, guys. I'm not the best reader. I'm sorry. It says here a house is 10 players max, and 6 houses form a kingdom. So basically, houses are kind of like groups. You have little clans and stuff like that. But instead of rust, instead of fighting each other, it really pushes for the human experience of cooperation. Because a lot of history would not happen without cooperation between peoples. So you and your friend group may have, let's say, you're a farming group. You like farming. You make a ton of food. But if you get attacked by animals, you're not really going to be able to defend yourselves as well. Meanwhile, your neighbors, they're more of a, let's say, a blacksmith. So they make armor and weapons and stuff, but they don't have that much food. You guys can trade with each other, and because you have the food on one hand and then the armor on the other, you exchange it. So they get more food and you get weapons to be able to protect yourselves. Of course, you could try to play like Rust, but you're going to mess yourselves up in case a dragon comes along and goes, hey, those 2 houses are fighting. They're not going to watch me as I fly overhead and spray this area with fire or ice and kill a bunch of them. You know what I mean? So it's probably in your best interest to really team up with your fellows, with your neighbors. Um Apparently here it says one kingdom will become the royal house, gaining extra crafting stuff. Houses won't be able to just enter each other's bases, but their tents will not attack each other in combat, and banners will change in design for the royal houses to show their allegiances. So basically, you could have different kingdoms, but it's just not gonna work out for you. Of course, this is all subject to change, but that is what the devs want. Of course, as the game goes on, they may have different tameables. Right now, they have kind of like a forest monitor lizard that has 2 seating options. So with the forest monitor, it's ginormous. It's even bigger than Megalania. Megalania? The Varanus priscus from Australia. You know that big Komodo dragon. I don't think Megalania is officially a real thing anymore. I think it's just a big Komodo dragon. I'm gonna have to check up on that because I'm not up to date on monitor lizards, just dinosaurs. But with the Megalania, I'm just gonna call it that. The forest monitor is kind of like that. It's a big monitor lizard, but it's a tameable, so humans are gonna be able to attach seats to it and armor and stuff. There is a seating limit, so with 1 seat, the monitor lizard is able to climb rocks and trees and cliffs and all these different things. But with 2 seaters, they're not able to climb. They're only able to move around terrain. So basically, they'll only be able to swim and do all that fancy stuff monitor lizards don't normally do. So you won't see them climbing stuff. That's only for 2 seaters though. So for single seats, you're still able to climb everything with that buddy. I did try to grow one of the Spyro looking skins earlier, but the game crashed on me. So I have to let you know that this is early access. This isn't even early access. This is the tech demo. I'm helping test out and everything when I have time away from work. That being said, I absolutely love this game. I want it to succeed. And I want you guys to enjoy playing it, you know? Because, there are some dragon games out there that I will not name, but they do need to they need to get their shit together. Cause a lot of that stuff is not going good for them. Let me see here. I did hear there was gonna be kind of like a pangolin type animal. It's kind of like a lizard version of it. Going to be added. I don't know if it's. I don't think it's going to be a playable. I think it's going to be AI. Maybe a mount, but I'm not sure. But it eats ants and plants and stuff like that, and termites. Which also means that there are probably going to be dragons that may eat insects. If that happens, I'm kind of excited for it because I like animals that go away from just meat or just plants or a mixture of both. Sometimes you gotta shake it up a little. Like, oh hey, this dragon eats plants, but it also eats termites, kind of like a gorilla. And I like stuff like that. As I've said in videos before, the Vulcan is not a great flyer. The devs have said this. It doesn't like flying. What's that purple thing over there? I see something purple. I hope that's showing up in the video. But the Vulcan is not a good flyer. That being said, I really like that it's a ground predator. I hope it kind of becomes like a tiger, where it's able to swim really well and hunt animals from different environments. It just happens to be able to fly. It's just horrible at it, but it loves doing it. I mean, it hates flying, but it can still do it, you know? I also kind of hope we get an bipedal dragon that still has wings. So you get it's because the wyvern, the icy crown, it's basically just a bat. It's not bipedal. It uses its wings to walk as well. But because of that, it looks a little wonky on the ground, like a bat. It's supposed to. I should phrase it like that. It's supposed to look wonky on the ground because it's not really built for the ground. It can walk, but it's not good at running. It just happens to fly better. But with the Vulcan, it's the complete opposite. I kind of hope we get a bipedal dragon whose wings are. It's kind of like a dragons, a fantasy made real. You remember the prehistoric dragon in that? If you haven't seen that, it's a mockumentary where it's like an alternate version of Earth to see what if dragons were real, what niches would they take, what would they look like, how would they work, and all of these things like that. And it has really interesting theories on how dragons would breathe fire, how that could biomechanically happen, what prehistoric dragons may have looked like, what how they may have acted like if they were real. I know a lot of people are always like, "Oh, dragon bones." No, it's not dragon bones. They're dinosaur fossils. So that means technically, oh look at the gem cave. I think they did a rework of this area. I'm not sure though. But you know, dinosaurs inspired the myths. Dinosaurs and extinct elephants and all these different animals inspired myths like cyclopses or dragons or monsters and all these different things. It is a little choppy right now because it is sunset. I'm sorry guys. But like I said, this game is work in progress. It's not even out for most of the general public. I was also told that the playable AI thing may not happen because it's supposed to be a really far stretch goal. But they do actually want to make the Skaith and Williams playable. So I kind of hope that we've reached that stretch goal. I know it might not happen, and it's kind of like a really weird right now, but I kind of hope that we keep that we get playable AI. I think that'd be pretty cool. I definitely know I'd run around as Skaith with some buddies and try to hunt smaller dragons. Or just vibe as a Williams in a swamp. Little frog dragon stuff. Sorry if you hear sounds in the background. I do live in a busy house. But, yeah, I kind of hope that happens. It may not. But that's perfectly fine if it doesn't happen because I know mods will make it happen. As in game mods, not literal mods like staff. That being said, I just want this game to succeed because we need some options out here, guys. I know there's another game called Untamed, which is supposed to be like alien animals in a survival setting. That I'm pretty excited for that. I really hope that happens. I know there's a free demo out for that right now if you guys want to check that out. Features an alien animal called a lizard. It's supposed to be a carnivore, but since there's not really anything to hunt on the map right now, it's an omnivore. They do plan on releasing what looks like a mixture of a goat and a pachycephalosaurus. So it gets really cool headbutting stuff with horns and everything. And hopefully the lizards can hunt it. And I think it's supposed to take place on an alien world or on an alternate Earth where civilization collapsed thousands of years ago, or perhaps even millions, and then just like new animals sprang up since then. From what I remember, some of the gems you're able to actually collect, not right now, I mean in the future for this game, you are able to collect them to help you out with your bile. Your bile being the flame stuff. But yeah, hopefully that'll happen. If I recall correctly, since the Kirin is the next playable, I think they're going to be working on either a carnivore and omnivore after that. I kind of hope it's Arduin. I hope it's called. But I don't know officially what they're gonna work on. Right now they're still trying to get the Kirin to work, which I will do a video on. So I hope you guys enjoy horse dragons. It kind of has the tail like the last unicorn had. Oh, look at some other people are in. But yeah. I hope that happens pretty soon. I am kind of like I like playing the Isle and Path of Titans and the Wings of Dawn and everything, but you know, the Wings of Dawn isn't complete. The Isle is still updating, and Path of Titans does some things that I don't exactly agree with. Not saying any of those games are bad or bad mouthing the devs. I'm just saying that, you know, at this point, the Isle's nearly been in development for it'll be a decade and 2 years. I mean, come on. Eventually, at some point, you gotta be like, all right, we gotta start adding some stuff. You know, not complaining, just saying. I love the Isle. I hope it succeeds. It kind of is, but it's just not doing too great. Sorry if you hear talking in the background, guys. I need some soundproofing, but we don't got any. So we're just gonna deal with it right now. Of course, I am gonna try to find some more new map stuff since it did just update today. But that's perfectly fine. If we don't find any. Because I like how this game feels, and I hope it succeeds. And I hope they make money off of it. I kind of wish the chat would disappear automatically. It doesn't do that. You have to press enter twice. It's kind of annoying, but that's okay. I'm sure they'll fix it. I do like I'll be honest, I kind of dig how this game is right now. It's very fun. Even though it's not even near complete. I just have fun with it. Look it. If you press G, you can see a little scent mechanic. And it leads me into more water. I gotta find some food though. Those red squares. Breaking squares, am I right, fellas? Oh! Oh, right, it's nighttime. I'm lagging a little too much to actually, Come on. Come on. Run, 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 jump! We did get a little more information as well. So with this lock-on mechanic, if you press the scroll wheel or your middle mouse button or whatever you want to call it, you can only do that to targets in the air. I believe with ground targets, you actually have to try to freeball it. You know what I mean? Eyeball it, not freeball it. Why did I say freeball? That doesn't make any sense. Sundrake. Look at food. But yeah, you're supposed to just eyeball it. Which kind of sucks, but I also kind of hope we get like a grabbing mechanic where we can just snatch things from the air. Kind of like How to Train Your Dragon. The first one where you see them snatching sheep like that. I kind of hope we get that. I wonder if we get goats and sheep. I know we're getting like antelope and the Black Death and stuff. But it just, I don't know if we get anything else. I do think that tail is a little too crazy. It should be a little straighter while it flies. I know it's supposed to not like swiping. I don't know what I just did there. I think I pressed C. Yep, I did. You can't sweep your tail in the air. I wonder if it still does damage. I'm probably going to have to let the devs know about that. But, I kind of hope you're able to just snatch stuff in the air. Oh, look, another cave. We'll check that one out. But yeah, snatch stuff in the air. or on the ground, kind of like an owl. You know how they grab rabbits and stuff. I think that's going to be a thing. I really hope it is. I am trying to get more people into this. I am in the Walking with Dinosaurs server, and I kind of hope we get a server for this game. It's kind of like a realism server. If you're in that server and you're watching these videos, hey, if you're not in that server and you're watching these videos, then hi anyway, you know? But I kind of hope we get a server for it, because this does plan to have full-on ecosystems and specific behaviors and everything like that. We also got a little more information on the humans in this game. So it's supposed to take place in the 1400s, right before guns were pretty much found, which I believe was actually in the 1600s when knights were using guns. I'm pretty sure. I'm not sure. I'm gonna have to check up on that and Google that. If I'm wrong, feel free to tell me in the comments, you know? Because that's how I like learning more about history and animals and everything. So if I'm wrong about stuff, just let me know, guys. I'll try to be a little bit better with it. I'll try to learn. Oh, the mushroom cave. We haven't seen this one yet. Very beautiful. I love this cave. I like the stalactites and stalagmites. I kind of hope they build like columns when they meet in the middle. You know what I mean? Kind of hope that happens. I also hope we get to see fossils in the walls. So you'll see like prehistoric dragon looking stuff in the walls. That'd be pretty cool. It'd be a nice visual. I do wonder how humans are supposed to get down here, because I think they do actually need these mushrooms for specific stuff. Last I checked, I'm not sure about it now, but I'm pretty sure they need that specific stuff. From last I saw, Noah was working on a swamp. So maybe we'll get crocodile-like animals. I wouldn't mind some crocodile-like dragons. Sometimes you need semi-aquatic dragons that can just snap at stuff, you know? But I don't know if that's happening. I know they plan on more dragons. So maybe I could just pitch it. Be like, hey, what about a semi-aquatic ambusher? Kind of like a crocodile. I'm sorry if you hear songs in the background. I really hope I don't get copyright striked because of that. That would suck. And I don't want to pay thousands of dollars. Let's just fix my tires, man. I don't need that kind of stress in my life. Oh, I gotta rest. Like I said, Volgan, not great for exploring. At least in the air. It's not great. But on land, it's fantastic at exploring. Of course, as the game progresses, you are going to have oh, sorry guys, I had to yawn there. You are going to have to see all these different things and everything like that. Different carnivores and herbivores that aren't playable but are still dotting around the map. So you're going to see a lot of that. And hopefully we will get a little more concepts. There's a lot of concepts in the Discord if you guys want to check that out right now. Which I will leave a link to in the description. But as far as I know, we're kind of just... I don't know if they specifically have a... What's the word I'm looking for? There's a specific word. I don't remember. They don't have like a thread. That's what it is. A thread of all the AI animals they plan to have. Just kind of just random little dottings. I hope they do a video of all the AI creatures they plan for. Kind of like they did with the Lunar New Year dragon stuff, which I will also leave a link to their YouTube in the description so you guys can check out all those streams and everything. I think they worked on a Williams recently, as of this recording. So you guys can check out that little frog dragon thing. I love it. It doesn't look like they added the swamp yet, or if they did, it's not rendering in. Super love that the dragons can actually fly. It doesn't feel like a chore. It actually feels like real flying. See what I mean? I don't have to fight with the air. With a lot of flying games, like the Pteranodon in the Isle, you have a wonky way to take off. I don't like that bipedal run to take off, to be honest with you guys. I think they should change that up. But it feels very artificial, and I don't like that. And with the hats for what was it? For Path of Titans, you have to fight the air to pretty much fly. It's not great. They nerfed the heck out of that thing, and I really don't like that they did that because it wasn't okay. Oh, you can see fire in the distance. I wonder if I could lock on to them from the air. That might be a bug if I'm able to. Oh, avert your eyes, by the way. It's really, really bright, and it lags out the game a little bit at night. During the daytime, the fire is completely fine, but at nighttime, it brutalizes my PC. My PC is not even a potato either. It's a pretty good PC. It's not god tier, but it can still run Crisis. You know? Anyone remember that meme? I may be dating myself with that reference. I talked to my little cousins about Blockbuster recently, and they're like, "Blockbuster, is that like a streaming service like Netflix?" And I was like, "No, it is not. Maybe early days Netflix when they mailed it to you, but nowadays, no. It was not a streaming service." I miss Blockbuster. I like getting snacks and looking for Land Before Time movies with my grandpa there. As you can tell, my younger sibling downstairs is playing Cuphead, and he sounds like he's about to murder. He sounds like he's about to throw hands with the video game characters. I like the fireballs. That's pretty cool. Does anyone remember that from Godzilla, the video game, where you could just shoot fireballs out of your mouth, even though it wasn't fire, it was an atomic blast? Oh, that's perfect. The lock on doesn't work on little, like here. As you can tell, this is the Icy Crown. It's not as big as the Vulcan. It's still a pretty big carnivore, but the Vulcan is larger. It's a bulky boy compared to the Icy Crown. See? I like the Icy Crown a lot, but I think the Vulcan has it beat. This one dead or sleeping? Oh, what's up, buddy? Oh, it's a Vulcan. Yes, Indigo Beans. I would love to be your friend. I don't like that it shows my name above it. That's really weird. I really like the fire ability. It looks like they fixed the typing thing. See what I mean? Looks like they fixed that. Man, the Vulcans are big. Even sitting down, I'm still able to look that icy crown in the eye. But, you know, what can you do? I really appreciate you guys sticking around this long in the video. Everyone ignore what I'm typing in the little left hand corner. Anyway, I think that's about all the map stuff and my dorking ramblings will allow. Hopefully I can start showing some more concept art and more map stuff, but if I remember correctly, um Noah is trying to fix the files because the map just won't work for him. So hopefully they'll be able to, update the map a little more as time goes on. But I really appreciate you guys sticking around. And if you're a new person to the channel, hey, welcome. Really appreciate you sticking through this entire thing if you're new. And I hope you enjoyed my dorky little ramblings and everything like that. But see you guys later. I hope you have a wonderful day.